Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So the Troll of the Year award goes to none other than 50 Cent. You think with all of the money that this man has, he'd be somewhere on an island relaxing and sipping on some Mai Tais, but I honestly think this man wakes up with a "who can I mess with today" attitude. This time the winner is none other than Paris Jackson. Yes, Paris Jackson, the daughter of Michael Jackson, and y'all know Paris Jackson is that one Jackson kid with the attitude, honey. You don't come for her unless you're her Aunt Janet. Y'all remember that one time Janet had to smack Paris real quick and let her know, honey, I'm still your aunt, boo-boo. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty on where this 50 Cent and Paris Jackson beef first started. So on August 31st, 50 Cent told his followers that Chris Brown is a better artist than the late Michael Jackson. 50 took to his timeline to share a screenshot that Chris Brown posted earlier, which states that Chris has a total of 100 million RIAA certified units. This makes him the 7th best single-selling artist of all time. And 50 caption saying CB is better than MJ to me. Now, I can't believe Mike wanted to touch them little boys' booties. What the man? Now, 50 Cent is referring to the infamous accusations regarding Michael Jackson that were recently reignited in the Leaving Neverland documentary. It came out, which I haven't watched and won't watch, so we won't be discussing the documentary here on my platform. However, Dave Chappelle did recently talk about it on his Netflix special Sticks and Stones, which I did watch, and two of Michael Jackson's accusers, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, blasted Dave Chappelle for jokes and personal comments he made, but we're not getting into that either. Let's get on to this heated exchange between Paris Jackson and 50 Cent. Now, a lot of people were upset with 50 Cent for what he said regarding Michael Jackson touching on these little boys. I, for one, don't find it shocking because 50 Cent is a troll. This is what he does. 50 Cent has said way worse about his son, Marquise Jackson. So if he does not really care about his own seed, what makes you think he's going to take it easy on the king of pop? This is what 50 Cent does. After 50 received so much flack about his comments towards the king of pop, he posted a video of Chris Brown in concert doing backflips. And his comment said, "All I'm saying is this, I've never seen MJ come out like this." And Paris Jackson responded saying, "Superbowl 1993, true legends don't need to exert outrageous amounts of energy just to grasp your attention. Stillness, my friend, stillness. More power in stillness than you can probably understand." And she continued by saying, "I say this with zero shade to Chris. I love him dearly. This is just for you, 50. Now, 50 Cent, being the trollster that he is, decided to go on Instagram and post an article about the beef that he had going on with Paris. And he said this, "Why am I the bad guy? I understand how you feel, Paris, but does anyone care about how the little boys' butts feel?" Girl, bye. Now, Catherine Jackson, the mother of Michael Jackson and the grandmother of Paris Jackson, got on her Instagram page. She posted a video of Prince Jackson and Michael Jackson walking around, and she said this, "Paris Jackson, you don't ever have to prove anything to anybody or anything about your father. Obviously, they don't know true talent when they see it. Your father's talents were so pure and so great, he didn't need to do flips and stuff to grasp the audience. He simply could stand there and half the whole audience would pass out." Child, Catherine, you ain't never lied. I remember seeing all those videos, child. The ambulance was waiting outside the door. She goes on to say, "You represent him very well, and forget people who keep saying he's rolling in his grave or he's very disappointed in you. Nobody knows your father the way his own kids does. And you know he's always proud of you and your siblings. You're the voice he didn't have back then because of his pure heart. So if he's rolling in his grave, he's rolling over doing his famous spin because your daddy is proud of you 100%. Y'all already know how grandmas are, and Catherine Jackson is no different. Grandmothers do not play when it comes to their grandchildren or their children for that matter. 50 Cent does things for attention, and once that attention has been granted, he takes it and runs. Again, I don't understand how someone with so much money can find so much time to be miserable and irritate people for fun, but that goes to show you money is not everything. Now, as far as 50 Cent comparing the two, Chris Chris Brown is a very talented artist, one that Michael Jackson respected. However, I don't think judgment or comparison could be made between the two. Michael is great in his own right, and people knew him before social media. Michael brought his work through videos. I remember waiting for those videos on Friday like it was Christmas. Now, Chris Brown, on the other hand, is appealing to the new generation. He's very talented. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. Child, Michael Jackson is in his own lane, and Chris Brown is in his own lane. Let Michael Jackson rest in peace. I honestly think that 50 Cent's mom being murdered caused this man not to feel pain, and the pain that he does sometimes feel, he exudes that hurt onto others. This isn't the first time this week he said something offensive. Earlier this week, there was a picture posted of Megan Thee Stallion and her boo, Moneybagg Yo, and 50 Cent commented, "All kind of good looking hoes out here, pressure or break 'em, laugh out loud." And Moneybagg Yo responded saying, "Yeah, hoes, but she don't fall into that category." Then 50 Cent doubled back and said, "Hey Moneybagg Yo, I looked at this picture, saw your comment, and wrote that, and I didn't even realize that was Megan. Misunderstanding, no disrespect, I'll hit your phone later." Child, this was just another episode of when keeping it real goes terribly wrong. Now back to the comments about Michael Jackson. 50 Cent has spoken highly of Michael before in the past, but he's also thrown some shade his way. Take a listen to these two interviews.
He's postponed a few of his dates, actually, the first ones, because he's saying that his tour's not ready. Do you understand how hard it is?
Well, Michael Jackson is such a perfectionist that, I mean, he is the king of pop, right?
Certainly is.
Until somebody tops Thriller, he gonna have that, and the odds are it ain't gonna happen no time.
Something's not right, bro. Like when they said Michael Jackson touched the kids, I didn't have to be there to feel like Michael Jackson touched the kids. You don't get accused of that like once and twice, like 2-3 times. People don't just show up and say you touched my kid's butt. Like from where? Where does that happen?
What part of the game is that?
Yeah, it's just look when I hear when crazy things happen, lightning strikes in the same spot 2 and 3 times. I say, well, damn, something ain't right. It's a question mark there, right?
Big question mark.
And then he did build like he built the land for kids, like a big amusement park for more kids.
You still going in on Michael Jackson, man?
No, I'm just talking about a lot of stuff that I just seen details and things that made me feel a little funny.
Now, the Jackson family have been on the defensive end of the Michael Jackson backlash, taking up for Michael and doing interviews proclaiming his innocence. Most recently, his nephew TJ went on the Sway in the Morning show to talk about his uncle Michael. Listen to this.
When you see those type of documentaries, I know the family was upset about this. What was your reaction?
It pisses me off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, flat out, it pisses me off because my uncle was nothing but giving and nice.
Okay.
And for them to try to change the narrative, and it's basically a 4-hour hit piece.
Okay.
That's all it is, and it's like going into a court case and hearing a prosecution and side of it and then saying, okay, what's the determination? We don't even get a chance to defend.
Yeah.
And the media has done, in my opinion, a disservice by just allowing only negative things to come out, because there's been so much positive stuff on our side that shows these guys aren't the truth.
Okay.
But the media doesn't want to, you know what I mean?
So do you forgive Oprah for when she did the interview with the alleged victims but then took it back?
I try, out of honor of my grandmother who taught us to forgive.
Yeah.
I guess that answer is somewhat yes, but I'll never forget that. If that makes sense. It upset me because when we wanted to say our piece or defend it, they didn't want to hear it.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Child, y'all heard that right. Oprah did not give the family a chance to defend Michael, but had no problem hearing from the accusers. Child, we can go on and on about this topic, but what I'm going to do is leave it right here. I want to know what you think about what 50 said about the MJ and Chris Brown comparison. Also, I want to hear about the retaliation he took towards Paris by bringing up her dad's accusations. Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Now, before I end this video, I want to tell you about a company called Ash Kicking. Now, you know your girl Chronicles would not promote a company without doing one of those thorough Chronicle Speaks investigations, honey. And Ash Kicking definitely passed the test. Y'all make sure to check out ashkicking.com for one of the best 100% natural home fragrance and beauty products, honey. And use my code Chronicles at checkout for an extra 15% off just for you. Also, make sure to check out X Moisture, which is 100% organic moisturizer that destroys all your skin problems. Eczema, dry skin, rosacea, you name it, they got you covered. They also have before and after pictures. Check them out at www.xmoisture.com and tell them your girl Chronicle sent you.
And before you go, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, like this video, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.